Hey, welcome everybody. This is part two, Advanced Wars. You can see a new addition. I got a mission board in the corner. I got some sub objectives throughout the stream. I want to try to beat them to try to be better at Advanced Wars and just add a little bit more interaction, create some more drama and everything as I go through it. I want to clear mission 8, not lose a transport vehicle over the whole stream. Try not to just. Well, I'm half and half on that one to be honest. I kind of think that sometimes you need to sacrifice them, but we'll see how it goes. And then I want to try to clear a mission without just destroying all the enemies. So those are the three things that are in the corner, and those are the three things that I'm going to try to focus on during the whole stream, as well as talking to whoever joins in. So hey, let's do it. I'm picking up here versus Grit. Zx, I know that you actually bounced before we got this far, but we got to the point where we can pick characters for different missions. So Andy's kind of more of an all-purpose character. He's got healing abilities to heal up all of their units on the board and makes them a little stronger. I've seen it in action. It doesn't actually give you the exact number that I can tell. Maybe it does if you dig into the details a little bit, but the heal's pretty nice. And then Max has weaker long-range units, but stronger short-range units. So he's kind of basically a tank commander, right? So I'm curious, maybe since this guy is long range, I kind of want to play Max so I can rush in there and do more damage when I get in close. Like, I don't want to really fight him on his long range kind of angle. I kind of want to take it to him. So I think I'm gonna go for Max this time around. Unless you guys want somebody different. Like I said, ZX, I know you didn't see Max, so I can show off his stuff. He's who I ended the first part with last stream. Just jump right back in. Get some tanks, drive up to some slingshots, blow them up. Robot Gorilla Man? Alright, let's do it. His song's pretty good too. Fog of War? What's Fog of War? Please tell me you're joking. See that gray stuff blocking your vision? That's Fog of War. Now I wonder where the enemy troops are hidden. How do we find them? Well, recon units have good vision range. Let's send them out first. But if we leave them out in the open, they'll be sitting ducks. Our safest bet is to leapfrog them from wood to wood. Units hidden in woods are almost impossible to spot. Well, that seems pretty simple. You just don't know enough to realize the danger, Andy. If we can hide units in the woods, and so can our opponents. If we're not careful, hidden units will blow us away. Alright, let's move out. Alright. So, let's see. If I keep the goals in mind, these guys are pretty important. I have this recon unit here, so I can kind of start scouting ahead and see what's going on. I also have rockets, not missiles, right? I could do something with these rockets and fire on things. Part of me wants to move these planes up, but if I move them over and they're just sitting ducks, they're just going to get popped, right? So what's the right move? Let's see if we can drive a medium tank here. Okay, we already found somebody. That's pretty good. If we use our recon unit, I wonder how much damage they'll do to this guy. Let's see. 84? It'll pretty much take him out. Well, not completely, but it'll make him to where he's basically useless, right? Let's scout ahead just a little bit more. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So, I also have to remember that this is Advanced Wars, and I have to make better use of these buildings, get more money, and do the things with the money. So let's see, artillery over there. Artillery is looking like that. If we drive right up to the artillery, then it's not going to be able to do anything, and we'll just blow it out of the water. We'll take a return fire from this tank over here, but we'll knock this off the map, so let's do it. I could just go in here and blast this guy. Yeah, all right, we're gonna take that. Goodbye, friend. We didn't even hit him with the shells. We just machine gunned him right off the board. We can use our helicopter here, which will do some good work on that tank. Let's go forward with our recon just a little bit more, position them better for next turn. Start moving our troops. I have to think about this just a little bit. Part of me wants to scout over here with these helicopters, so I will. Okay, I got some vision. We're good. We can take out this tank here. We don't risk positioning in Fog of War and just getting beat the fuck up, you know? We also got stuff down here, huh? Okay, well, we'll position in a place that's good for next turn. We'll do the same with the APC. We have rockets here. What do we want to do with our rockets? They have a 4 range. So if I park him here, he's not really going to be able to do much for me. I guess, yeah, we just start moving everybody, right? Okay, well, we almost failed our first mission. Pretty good. Pretty good right out of the gate. Don't like that. Holy crap. Mission, don't lose a transport. Well, here I go. I guess I'll park back on camp over here. I gotta take out the artillery. The artillery's back here, right? So probably we just drive further up and we'll get a better view of everything and we'll be able to fire on... Can we see over mountains? Let's see. Yes, we can. Okay, so what do you got? That's pretty good. What about you? Who shot my APC? It was somebody in here somewhere. Probably just down here. We can find out. Yep, there he is. Okay, so I want to take out these rockets, and I want to take out these rockets, and I also want to take out this anti-air, but I fear going over there, I'm going to lose my helicopter, so I need to figure this out. Let's bring the medium tank down. It'll be able to blast those rockets off the board. All right, now I feel like this needs to happen. Damn, I can't take this out and also take that out. And if I move over here, I probably lose both of my helicopters, right? because this anti-air gun, that's a problem. Oh, we also got this guy up here. That's also a problem, but it's missiles, so I only have to worry about planes around it, right? Okay, that's fair. How do I want to do this? I think I want to start like this. And unfortunately, he's going to get a good shot on anything that gets up there. But if we can do an alpha strike on him, 37's not really enough, though. I think I can leave him and try to figure something out for next turn. Which means I can then... but I'm still in range of this guy unless I go on the mountains, but then I lose a recon unit. Or I lose a helicopter. What do you guys think? I'm not sure. It's only at 3, so I'm not super scared of it. We don't have to worry about cover when we're in the sky, so let's just knock this guy off the board. I want to start restoring my tiny tank. I think that'll do it for that level, for that day. Oh boy. Alright. Alright, snipe attack. Okay. Probably should have took that guy out. Rough. I lose my helicopters regardless because of the extra range. Damn. I got wrecked, friends. I got bopped. I got bopped in a half. Oh boy. Man. What am I gonna do? Again, 4 is not gonna be enough to actually do anything. It's only anti-air, so I don't have to, like, super worry about it. I feel like this is still the play, although I could be throwing my helicopter away. Alright, we still got this guy down here. Let's start putting him into the fight. feel like the rockets are a little bit more useful than this tank is at the moment. I wish I could take this guy out. I'm a little worried about that. All right, we'll combine. And then we'll cross our fingers. Good luck! All right, that's pretty decent. Hey, we keep our helicopter. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay. So, what do we want to do next? What's our power again? Distant units have weak and small attack ranges. And then increase the abilities of all direct combat units. So, start getting my soldiers on the board. If I go to move the big tank, he can definitely get there, so we can use this guy. Okay. We're seeing things. I don't like that I positioned like that, but it is what it is. That's artillery. If we move the helicopter up there, we don't want to go 97? Let's do it. One more thing. We gotta make sure we check ranges. I think this may have been the mission to actually try to capture their base without killing all enemy units, to be completely honest. I think I'm still going to go for it. We don't want to move into his range. Let's check it. Okay, we're good. Good. Moving our guys into better spots, and then we'll see if our helicopter can get out of this one. Yeah, he's definitely taking a hit. All right, good to know. If I bring my recon over there, I'll be able to scout and see what's going on. Is that something I want to do? As long as I'm right on top of him, he can't do anything. So let's see, I can move right here. Use these guys to capture more cities, even though I don't have money for this round. Just, you know, make a good habit. Really wish I could drive these tanks over, but I cannot. It looks so easy. It's right there, but I have a feeling there's a guy here, and a guy here, and I have a feeling I'm about to find out. Okay, well, I guess I'm willing to go in here and die. So let's recon. Let's use our power. Alright, there's definitely more enemies, right? Like, if I push through here, I'm gonna get ambushed right here, right? And then mission 1's gonna be over. I can't play scared either. I can wait one more turn, though. We'll give it one more turn. Okay, yeah, I knew something was going on. That's fine. I know where you're at now, buddy. I'm gonna have it to capture bases. Knock this guy off the map. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 84% damage? That's really good. Then, I mean, I guess just like moving a decent spot, right? Snipe attack? Oh, he's got another guy. Holy shit, he had another guy! Okay. I gotta find this other guy. I gotta find him now. Uh-oh. He wasn't there. Ruh-roh. We may not have it. Okay, we have it. Howdy, Max. Long time no see. Grit, is that you? I was wondering why I hadn't seen you around lately, and now I know. You work for Blue Moon, you traitorous piece of gar... Oh, Maxie, don't be like that. I got my reasons for doing what I do, you know? Man, I'm getting out of here before you start preaching again. See y'all down the road. Hold it, Grit. Dang, he got away. But what's he doing with Blue Moon? Nice. We did it. We did it! We got a rank! Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know. I don't know if we should count that one for clear a map without defeating all enemy units. What do you guys think? I'm not sure personally. I mean, I didn't kill all the units, but my intention behind that one was to do something kind of, sneaky, go in behind enemy lines, right? Blast, we're running out of opportunity. One behind the mission board. Scroll up. Well, we'll see if a better opportunity comes ahead, but for now, we'll mark it as yes tentatively. Mission board win, don't lose. You're right, we did do that. Last run opportunity. We almost lost mission 2 right the hell away though, didn't we? I don't see no need to go so worked up. Not like this was Blue Moon's property to begin with. What did you say after all my work and planning? It's common theft, man. Nothing more, nothing less. Why, you insolent little... Whoa, hold on, Chief. Don't you think it's time to move out? Like you said, Orange Star troops knocking on our door. Grit, you're pushing your luck. Don't go anywhere, you understand? I'll deal with you when I get back. Alright, well, he's got these blizzard powers. He's going to make our movement much slower. I think I'm going to go with Andy and have a better angle at the ranged units and try to make use out of the heal. I think that's my goal for this mission. So we'll go for it. And I'm half counting mission 3 as complete. Badger, Andy, Max, can you hear me? What is it, Nell? I learned this vital deployment post for Orloff. I can't even read. Violent? This is an important deployment point for Olaf. We did it. We can drive from the region. We may just cripple his army. Really? This may be where we can end the conflict with Olaf. That's right. You just need to capture as much property as possible and fast. First army to secure 12 properties will win this battle. Well, alright, I guess we can complete this one without defeating all enemy units. Stay alert and good luck. Let's see, yep, we got bases for deploying troops and... Okay, understood, let's go. We gotta get 12 properties, huh? So, we have to start moving in this direction to combat these guys. So... can get these guys in place, move our tanks up to combat his tanks, start building some units. Let's see, we got mechs, we're good. We'll start capturing bases. Then I gotta figure out what to do with this guy, but I do need to start, we could produce some more infantry, and then they can start running up towards here, towards these buildings. I think that'll be good. Alright, let's end it. He's going for it. Do we have a tally on screen? Like, who's got how many places? Just drive right on through here and crush this guy? That's probably the move, right? We have to worry about the big tank kind of coming back at us, but it can't really be helped. I wonder what the best move is there. I also got to think about this guy over here, because if I start moving onto this base, he's probably going to come up and try to mess with me. We could build a recon. I'll take that. That'll be nice. Let me see the range on these guys. So this medium tank has to go, right? If I drive up here and I fire on this medium tank, it's going to take a lot of damage, but it won't be dead, but I can at least block the path. I just have to worry about this big tank coming in and hitting me. Or I could do it the other way and make sure these units are off the field, but then this big tank's going to come in and it's going to crush my little guy. That's definitely going to happen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which is the best way to do this. Weakening them both so they barely do anything is probably a better move than definitely taking one out. Then I have a little bit of a tank wall. But I'm going to need this medium tank to fight his medium tank. I think that's the problem I'm going to have. I wonder. I wonder what the move is here. I think I'll take out the artillery. I'd rather the unit be off the board. And it's not even off the board! No! Damn. All right, well, that's day 2. All right, I think we're definitely losing our small tank here because his medium tank is going to come forward. Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. But I guess the good news is I kind of protected my big tank. So now it can attack his big tank and then just be in a big giant war. Great. I'm not sure if that was correct, but we'll find out in the end, won't we? We have 5,000. Let's get another transport vehicle out. This guy's got 1, so I'm not super worried about him, to be completely honest. I'll start moving this way. If I go in the trees, I can't go anywhere next turn. If I get close to this guy, I'll just start taking damage. I think we'll strike on his medium tank just to put a dent in it. And I'll start capturing this one, because if he wants to come up, then I can counter-strike him. And then I can start moving in this direction here. That'll be right in this thing's range, right? Yeah. He can't capture the base, so let's just move in a position where he has to come fight. And then we'll call it. Okay, that's not horrible. That's not that bad. This is going to be a little tough. This is also going to suck. Nah, you know, again, actually not that bad. Because of how we weaken them. It could have been worse. Alright, we can definitely blast that guy off the board. We can probably also knock that guy off the board, so let's start doing it. Nice. Alright, it all worked out. We lost the light tank in the process, but he also lost a lot, and now we can start capturing this stuff back here. Can start running this guy up so he can start capturing next turn. Can move the APC up so he can start capturing next turn. And we can start firing on this tank down here. What do we want to build? I think we hang out. I think I have my recon unit finish off this artillery and just leave it to the tank if it really wants to attack it. I think that'd be fine. A cheap scout vehicle, you know? We're going to be out in the open for this. I don't really like it, but we got to get the jump on this tank to weaken it. Otherwise, it's going to fuck up our lines. Right, he's not going to do anything, so we'll put him back on our camp. I'm worried about losing my APC because of my dumbass missions. So I think I'm gonna pass there. The blizzard's coming in. No! Oh! Thank God. Although, this would be the best moment to just put it on that bridge, right? That wouldn't be a bad idea. Damn. That would actually be pretty good, but again, we're not going to go against the missions here. We'll have some more buildings shortly, which will generate more income. We're going to move up, start getting this one. We're going to start getting that one down here. We can build... What do we want to build? We don't have a reason for anti-air. Artillery would be nice. Rockets would be even better. But can I wait? A tank would also be pretty good. We're going to capture this soon. So I think it's probably best to just wait. I'm going to try to play some games down here with these guys. But if I do that, I'm going to want something to actually fire back on them. So maybe the artillery is needed. We'll get an artillery unit. It can't hurt. Oh, all right. We got that. We can't start building on it yet, though. We're about to get a lot of income in, however. And I think the best move is to fire on this recon unit and just block this bridge. Let's actually use our power, get some more HP on our guys. And put some more damage on this guy. That'll be pretty good, so we'll hold that. And we'll start moving our artillery in a better position. And we put more HP on our guy over here. Maybe we should have did it last turn. I'm definitely going to die to this tank. There's no question that I'm going to die to this tank. So, we should bring our own tank in there. And we could start doing tricks with infantry next turn. You get close to the location of the base city. 11 properties on each side of the river dividing the map. So as long as you hold on the ones on your side, you can't lose. First, concentrate, get rid of the infantry and mech units over there. After that, you can build up some firepower and cross the river. Oh, wow, I lost? Oh. Oh, I wish I would have counted cities more. Okay. Huh. Well, damn. It would have been nice to get a warning before then, right? Let's put Max back on the field. We'll try it again. Crap, okay. Well, whatever, you know, we learn. We go from there. All right. So, let's move faster. That's what I'm learning. Move faster. That's fine. That's totally fine. Should have started capturing that to begin with. Also, maybe build another mech. Move my tank up there. Alright, let's try this again. $141. 73. Pretty good. What about right here? 94? That's better. Okay. Let's blow this artillery up. Again. No, damn it. That sucks. That sucks real bad. Now he's gonna have his little tank in on the board without any damage on it. Damn. Damn, that sucks. Alright, let's see what happens. Yep, little tank is here. Fires on my little tank. Yep, okay, I lose my little tank. We're falling apart. We're falling apart quickly, friends. I gotta do damage to that, but I also have to capture that city. $118 and 73. Damn, I don't like that. I'm not sure what to do here, friends. Taking this guy out is probably correct. We might fail our backup mission, but we'll see. All I know is I gotta start moving these people over here. Oh, well, we failed our mission. Oh, we didn't. We're still in it. Holy shit. Okay. It's all coming together. Terrifying. How am I going to take that guy out? Let's see if he'll take the bait. And we're missing our assignment here. So we want to stay out of this guy's range. This will be fine, and then we could drop him off next turn, and then we can finish. Please don't tell me we're not going to be able to finish this thing off. Okay. 15 will do it. 94 will not do it. Or is it just RNG rolls? I wonder. This is an artillery angle. This might be an artillery angle. Next turn, I'm going to move my big tank up there to create some sort of choke point. Well, I won't be doing that because I'll be caught in the blizzard, but you know. Alright. Whatever you got. I could do that. But if I do that, I'm not capturing this base. But if I leave him behind enemy lines, he's gonna fuck me up. That's tough. Alright, we'll take him out. Start moving our artillery in, and I'm now realizing that I picked max, so my artillery is not going to be as useful. So that's pretty good. I was very smart there. I want units, so next turn I'll start trying to capture that. And then I'll build a recon, I guess. Yeah, I can't let that happen. If that happens, he wins again. But I don't know how I can stop him. I think the only way... Well, I can just blow him off the map. But then if I blow him off the map, I'm not going to be able to get in there. Damn, we learned it today, friends. Not great. I'm learning very quickly that one mistake helps the mission fall through. Also, what's up, Tiptoad? Unfortunately, if I knock this guy out, this guy could just go move and take that thing, and then I lose. And I can't do anything about it. I needed my guys to be... I wonder how I should have done this. I wonder what the right way to do this would have been. Because what I need to do is I need to be on top of this. I should have positioned my guys more towards the middle of the map, and I shouldn't have engaged in so much combat on my side of the map, I don't think. What's up, puppy? How's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good one. You're about to see me lose this map for the second time. Yeah, because there's nothing I can do. That's good, I'm glad. I'm glad it's going good. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm making a lot of mistakes, but I'm learning. Alright, so I think he just takes that base, and then I have to scoop one more time. It is a little Bomberman-y, isn't it? Unless he does that? Okay, we're still in it. We're still in it. We're still in it somehow. Oh. Get your PS3 a couple weeks ago. I'm so excited. Oh, hell yeah. Nice. I'm glad to hear that for you. My personal PS3, I feel like hasn't worked in forever. But I did buy a Japanese PS3 not that long ago. Also, I'm somehow still in this mission. It's somehow not over yet. Gotta start capturing these bases, though. I remember when Dante's Inferno was coming out. Jeez, that was a long time ago. Dragon Age Origins, yep. I also remember when all that was coming out. Man, video games, am I right? Jesus Christ. I'm thinking about where I was when Dante's Inferno, of all things, came out. That feels like it was forever ago. I need to position myself to be able to support this tank. I think that's my next move. So, unfortunately, I think I need to have this guy here and have this guy here, and then call that. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We're doing fine. Hey, what's up, Kate? Welcome in. I'm excited for you, puppy. I know what it's like. Again, I was looking forward to my Japanese PS3 coming out here. I haven't played it as much as I wanted to, though. I should take some more time to put into that thing. Okay, let's see. And then drop here. Start building some things. Maybe another medium tank. Maybe some rockets. Well, again, I'm max, right? So are the rockets really something that I want? Probably, because I'll have a little bit of a choke point going. I'll build them. It can't hurt. Well, it could hurt, but it probably won't hurt. Okay, so start firing on these guys. Which dudes on the battlefield are waiting for reinforcements? I'm gonna sack this off. I don't need it this turn. I'll get another tank out. $46. $76. Let's see how much more powerful this gets if I use my power. $83 is pretty good, and then that leaves them on the board so that tank can't come back. I do like that. Yeah, we start knocking these guys out. Maybe not using my power there was actually better, though. Because now I'll counterattack, and unfortunately that tank will come up. This medium tank over here on this base, though, is going to carry me a lot, I'm hoping. Start getting my recon unit up here. And then I got rockets in my tank for next turn. Okay, we're somehow making it happen. Oh, he could have just done that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. That's about right. That's fine. We knew that was happening. Probably. I like that little APC drop right there, though. That was great. That was fantastic. We'll take out this tank. I really thought this map was over, so the fact that I'm still in here scrapping feels incredible, to be honest. Is it better Let's see. So I want to support this unit. This will be fine. I can move the artillery up. I should just have backup for that guy, right? So we can take this tank out. Okay, let's get another tank on the board, and let's move our rockets forward. Right? It's just people though. It's just people and recon units. I don't think. I guess if I move it here, the rockets can do something. Yeah, that tank has been really keeping me in this game. I'm gonna keep the rockets up here and slowly move it forward to try to create a better position against their medium tank. Also, I only need to capture one more base. I need to remember that. So I just need like this, for example, but more than likely I'll try to snatch this. I think that's going to be the move. So we should start thinking about that. Okay, let's start thinking about that. So let's move our APC into position to then move him down next turn. Have this guy better supported. And then we can move from there. And that'll be fantastic. The PS3, we're kind of circling back to this, or I'm kind of circling back to this a bit late, but I was thinking that the PS3 is kind of like it's the console that didn't really get forward support, right? And just, if you have a PS2, you can play PS1 and PS2 games. If you have a PS4, you can play PS4 games. If you have a PS5, you can play PS5 and PS4 games, right? So the PS3 is kind of in that weird no man's land. It's fascinating that the easiest way to play PS3 games is go get a PS3 instead of Sony continuing the trend of backwards compatibility. I think this is fine. I think we end our turn. Cross your fingers. Ah! My fingers weren't crossed enough. It just worked out that way? Mr. Cool over there. $63, $82, $94. That's a pretty good setup, I'll give you that. I'm gonna put some damage into these tanks. I think that's about exactly where you want to be, right? Given everything I just said. Oh, we could just not even worry about this. That sounds fantastic. Let's just knock him out. I should have done that first, to be honest. All right, we learning. Take him out. Now we want to make a play for down there. We really want to go in there and start trying to take this base over. So I got to figure out how best I want to accomplish that. I think that's the move, especially if he's not going to continue to move up. Oh, so yeah, Puppy, you were stuck in that exact bad position, huh? Let's finish capturing this. I'm just leaving this tank here. I think that's probably my best move. Well, my best move is to probably move it further onto the bridge. But that rocket pod's gonna fight my recon guy. That's not great. And there's no way I could really go in there and start attacking it back, huh? What are your favorite PS2 games? The PS2 and the 3DS continue to be... Oh, you started off fantastic, by the way. Oh, yeah, okay, you're continuing fantastic. To finish my thought, the PS2 and the 3DS are my favorite consoles. The two games you mentioned are fan-fucking-tastic. I love those games personally. I think I'm just holding out until I can get a guy over there, right? We'll get an infantry guy down there. This guy's just kind of big chillin'. Oh, yeah, like, snap the photos to, like, get all the inventions and stuff, right? I remember that being a mess. Bye, recon unit. Hello, recon unit. You're fighting in my area, friend. You got blizzards again. We don't like blizzards. Oh, and you're gonna try to send guys to get my base? Okay. Alright, tough. Tough, tough, tough. Let's blast this off the map. Alright, knock this guy out. What's the range on these guys? Nothing? Alright. What about you? What's your range? What about you? Okay, so we should be fine. So let's... One more check. So this tree is okay, right? Yes, that tree is okay. So let's go into the tree. Let's back it with the artillery. Get in here. Is that the right guy I want to get in there? That'll be tough. That'll mean I have to 5 turns instead of like 2 turns. Is there a better way I can do that? Yes. Yes. So next turn I could drive in there. Yeah, I'm going to aim for this building right here. So next turn I'm going to try to position to take it. I have to worry about these guys coming over the mountains, so... I'm going to get some guys to be able to handle that when the time comes. I think I'm going to retreat back. If I start capturing something... Let me finish that thought. If I start capturing something and then I move off of it, do I lose my progress on capturing it? Don't think so? Okay, that's good to know. All right, let's end. He's going for the blizzard again. Ooh, okay, he's tempting me because I really need to knock those rockets off the field. Like, I really need to knock those rockets off the field. How am I going to accomplish that? Under the blizzard, that'll be pretty tough. I think what I need to do... I can't even do it. I was thinking I need to take this guy out and also move my tank, but I don't actually think I need to do any of that. Can I... I think what I need to do is just take the 2 turns from here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take the 2 turns, and I'm going to try to survive and put up a little bit of a fight. So if I move into that spot, I'm a target for these guys. But if I stay here, then I'm good. Can't really make a better line by doing that. Might as well build another tank. Yeah, Operation Body Block the building 100%. You got it. And down here, I'm just going to start putting guys out to make sure he doesn't take mine. I'll leave this tank in case I need to body block again. I'm worried about him knocking me off the board, but I have guys that can take the spot, and I don't think he can take out my medium tank, even with those rockets. I was hoping to have line of sight on his rocket, which I might have been able to do if I wasn't playing as max. So I think the plan is just to knock his infantry out. And we stay on the building, right? Because if we move off the building, we give him a chance to kind of... Well, he doesn't have any infantry up there, but you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. That's fine. Alright, I should just need 2 turns. Oh, my rockets! Oh, not 2 turns. I should have positioned... Damn! I messed up again, friends. Not quite 2 turns. Maybe 3. Alright, these need to go. We're only looking at 1 infantry. We can move on to that building just fine. We need to capture this one as well, that's the problem. But this guy definitely needs to go. Which I worry if I do that. No, I was going to say I shouldn't get aggro from his guy. I just need to make sure that I move on to this building here if I do that. Alright, are we out of range? Yes, we're out of range of his stuff. So let's move. Let's take these rockets out. Let's press capture. Let's get into position to have a better person capture it for next turn. Let's stay out of range of that guy. We'll do that. We'll put our tank in a decent spot. We'll start capturing here. We can pull back here and then send this tank in. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We have our power, which is good. I think I'm good on economy. Yeah, this should be fine, actually. Okay. Let's end it there. Oh, I knew that was coming, but I really hoped it wasn't. Okay, this is kind of working out. Let's see, 62 and 55, huh? And all my close range guys are going to get stronger. 22. I think this is maybe the best time to use my power. Right, because now 36 in the mountains. That's fine. Let's do it. $70 on here. 78 on here. That's tough. I wonder what I should do up here at the top. Are they in range of my guy? No, they're not. Damn. Is it time to move the big tank back? I think it's time to get him off the front line. The small tank can do that. But then what's our goal? We're just going to park up next to that? That doesn't sound great. I think we just take out the infantry. And now we get to test Tiptoad's whole thing, which is if I move off a building, I do lose capture progress. Okay. Well, we captured that. 59, 43. Let's put some damage into this guy. And we should have this next turn. Just to be extra safe that no stupid shenanigans happen. All right. Let's pass. My guys! Blown to bits. They're pretty advanced. I feel like I should have lost this map, to be completely honest, but I didn't. I in fact won. Not again. Also, what's going on, General Reaction? How are you? He will not be pleased with me if this losing streak continues. Grit. Yep. Get out there and stop the cursed Orange Star Army. Easier said than done, boss. You didn't leave me anything to work with. Don't get saucy. Rally the troops and do something. I have to go and pay him my respects. Don't fail me, Grit. Well, I'll be Olaf just tucked his tail between his legs and ran away. Where does that leave me? Guess I'll mosey on down, clean up his mess. Woo! That was close. That was very close. Got him! I got a brank. Damn. Medium tank bailed me the hell out on that one, huh? I got saved. I guess you could argue it was tactics on my end to walk that one back, but I feel like, oof, I feel like that was tough. That was our first game over, essentially. We had to play that mission twice. That's tough. Looks like we'll be facing Grit next. Grit. Is he the guy who keeps calling me Junior? You know him or something? Yeah, you could say that. He, Nell, and I used to be friends. He was always a tough one to figure out. This Blue Moon stuff. Nell knows him too? Why does he work for Blue Moon? That's something I'd like to ask him myself. That's why you gotta let me face him, Andy. Oh, Max again. This is a Max night, friends. This is our third mission. This is our third Max. Let him take care of Grit. Reaction, I need you to help prep me for UFS again. I might be going to a tournament in September, and I have no idea what's going on. Reef's here, Wood's there, hiding places everywhere. Man, this place was made for Grit, this indirect combat units. Really just want to rush in and get the stomping, but the smart thing to do is use the terrain and creep up on them. Yeah, that's the best plan. Let's move out. All right. Use the terrain and creep up on them, huh? What's the range of our guy here? So, for example, if I go here, I can't fire in the same turn, huh? If I move 2 spaces forward, I could fire on this guy next turn, is what I'm seeing. Alright, this is a carrier, so this counts as a transport unit, so I don't want to lose it. Oh, my bad. The lander. The lander is the transport unit. I got 2 of them. Let's start scouting. Start capturing bases so we get some more units. Use our submarines to scout ahead. We don't want to be in range of this artillery, but if we dive in the water, we should be fine, right? Ah, he can go up on the beach. That's not good. Okay, we should be safe going south. So we'll start an assault this way. And again, we'll check. Should be safe right here, and we get to scout more. Awesome. Apologies, I had to cough real quick. I want to fight that tank. But I have a feeling there's a guy in here. I can't drop there anyway, huh? Oh crap, my submarine's exposed. Well, no, it dove, so it should be fine, right? Think so. Let's start going this way. I have a feeling something's going to be in here, if I'm going to be completely honest. Last time I put a medium tank in a boat, I lost that boat. Oh well, it's got to be done. One more time. All right. We're going to move right here. We'll drop that medium tank off next turn, and then we'll push up here. And then he could just hang out at home. Actually, he should start moving that way. We'll start moving that way. All right, let's see what he's got for me. Well, here I am again. This whole thing don't sit well with me, but I guess I gotta stop fooling around. Figure the best way to stop these boys is take out their lander. Yep, I'll keep removing those ground troops around. Reckon I best get started. All right. All right. Well, we know he's got a submarine there. We can do 50 to that tank. Yeah, I mean, I knew that was a trap. I saw him dive, but I was hoping I could target him when he surfaced. All right, let's start with the easy stuff. Big tank, go shoot small tank. Little guy, go shoot, go weaken artillery? Yeah, go weaken artillery. This is the artillery expert, right? I don't want to have any long-range guns on me. Especially because it gets a clear shot of my medium tank. Awesome, get a better scout of the map. I wish I could have been in a better position to protect my guy, because this guy can pretty much go anywhere he wants, and I don't like that. Wish I could put some damage on him, to be completely honest, but I'm not in the position to do that, so we might fail our secondary mission. Oh. This tank still got 10 hearts. Just because I was going to attack him with my battleship, but then I forgot. Yes! Killing it! Oh boy. Alright, well. I definitely will lose my lander if I do that. For sure, for sure. I gotta worry about taking that guy out too. How do I want to handle that? And where's his base? There's his base. Okay. I think it's fine. Let's just move back one and hang out. And then everything's in a better position. And we can start thinking about this point right here. I think that's a good turn. I'll fix that in a second. Nothing. You're nothing. You're no talent. All right, submarine fights. Submarine fight sounds about right. 25 damage on the tank. I wish it was more, but submarine fight. Pretty good. Pretty good. Fire on the tank. Let's try to take this guy out. 37. We'll have to gang up on him. Oh, rough. We got our power, though. We can use it next turn. That's fine. That works for me. All right. I said I was going to fix that problem. So I'm going to do just that. 87, 105, 64. $87 doesn't get the job done. 73 doesn't get the job done either. Maybe I should have... maybe I should have used my power. I guess it's not a big deal. Let's just go for the guys we can knock out. $120, please. Get into a position to capture these buildings up here. Let's risk it. We're playing too safe because of the missions. Maybe the keep your transports alive was not a good mission after all. It's making me play chicken. We can learn about that in a second. All right, let's call it there. Well, here goes. Snipe attack. Oh no! He had guys! Damn, lost that for no reason. That's rough. Damn, lost that for no reason. That's rough. Oh my god. This snipe attack is jank. No, leave him alone. Leave him alone. No! What kind of mod do you want to make? Tell me about this mod. Little squads of criminals taking over cities. Okay. Alright, so you want to make Grand Theft Auto Wars? Wait, they had Grand Theft Auto, was it Chinatown Wars on the DS? That was a real thing, right? I'm pretty sure it's not about that, but you just brought some old shit to my brain. That's 40. That's 65. I mean, we're going to take them out. Let me know when your mod releases. I'll play it on stream. I do like Uma Musume, but it's Berserk. I still think that was one of the better ideas that you brought to the table. I would play that on stream 1,000,000%. I could deal 49 to that guy. Can't move to that spot, though. $49's not good enough, in my opinion. I need to start positioning these boats to be ready to basically deliver soldiers across, so let's do that. I feel like I can use them as a scout. I feel like there's better uses than that, but I can definitely get away with it. I'm doing it. I'm warring. I'm gonna put some damage on this tank. That's good! How goes your war? Fine. Alright. Sounds great. Nice war. Oh my god, every time it happens, I just go, okay, this is it. I've done it. I've lost my APC. And then I don't have lost my APC. I don't have lost it. Hey, congratulations. Nice work. Alright, let's take this guy out. 100%. Nice. Is that... I'm assuming it was gigantic and being held over your head by... Well, I shouldn't assume collectors and stuff. I remember my own trouble with a bunch of med stuff back in the day. I'm actually going to use my power. I know... I don't know. I know I don't know is my sentence. That's what I'm choosing to go with. There's got to be a guy right in here, right? Like, there just has to be. I can only load at beaches, so... Amazing. We'll have to push in next turn in order to accomplish that. That sucks. Alright, let's capture this at least. Let's move up. Trap! Oh, I ain't worried about that. That's perfectly fine. I do want to scout up here, though. There's got to be a guy here. There just has to be. I know there's a guy who just drove down there. I think I'm going to use my power, like I said, just to make sure I get this one tank off the board so I can keep this guy down here. It's not a great use of the power, but it does guarantee a kill. It doesn't even guarantee the kill. We guaranteed the kill. Yeah, that was good. That was fine. That was perfect. All according to plan. I do know my missiles and my rockets. Somebody last stream told me that I can make an M with one hand and an R with the other hand, and then everything is perfectly fine. And I've been doing that every time. Every single time. Knock this guy out. All right. Let's just blow his boat out of the water. I'm tired of looking at it. These things are tough. I was thinking don't lose a transport unit, but like all the transport units are pretty goddamn armored. It probably wasn't a problem to begin with. I think I want to bring the medium tank over there. Oh, that's fun. I'm glad I found that. That definitely was going to try to ruin my day. All right, let's move out of that guy's range. Can we not supply? How do we supply the submarines? They sink when they're done, right? Is that how it went? Alright, well we can at least hold this tank off a little bit. I think that guy's finally gonna bite the dust, though. I think next turn I'm gonna put this medium tank in here, and then I'm gonna use it to try to escort my guy over. But now I have to figure out what I want to do with this battleship. Oh, I shouldn't be underwater. I'm using more fuel when I'm underwater, huh? Alright, let's capture some buildings. Yeah, my little guy's gone. Goodbye! Yeah, he's just dead. He's just completely out of fuel. 82 is fantastic. Let's do 82. There's gonna be someone in there. 100% there's gonna be someone in there. So I guess let's load the next guy. Instead of capturing this base, we'll just position them, and that'll be fine. We can have this APC just sit here, because I'm not worried about that. I need to start moving my submarines a little bit more, though. At least rise them out of the water. Alright. You got sniping? I'm not a big fan of that. Uh-oh, goodbye, submarines. No! I don't think this is a problem. All right, I think I got it. I think I'm good. I think I just need to take this ship out. Have a good sleep, though, regardless. Yeah, and then I just move up, and then we just start capturing. So one more turn, and then I guess just to be completely fair, we'll scout down here. Yo! And then we'll bring a second guy in just for protection, and then we'll call it. What's up, Ghost? I can't! Oh my god! No, my mission! My mission! Ah! Ugh. I was almost there. I was one more turn. No! Damn! Damba! Oh man! All right. Well, that's why I brought the mission board, right? Extra energy, extra excitement. Crap! I totally moved it down there, being like, all right, maybe I could get some vision on what's going on. I also thought there was only one unit, but there were two. All right, Grit, now I can answer some questions. Why in blazes did you go over to Blue Moon? Grit, no, what are you doing here? Hey there, Nell. It's been a long time. Max, would you please leave us alone for a minute? Yeah, sure. You look well. I was worried. Yeah, I'm doing all right. How about you? You, Max, getting along all right? So that's the reason you left Orange Star. You sense Max's feelings because he's your friend, you. Whoa, hold on. Let me set you straight. I did what I did because that's who I am, darling. I go where I want to go, and I stay where I want to stay. That's it. Oh, see you later, Nell. Take care. Grit, goodbye. Oh, my God. I got a rank. Damn. Damn, last possible second. Badger will remember this. All right, well, we got one more mission on the dock here, so let's go for it. What that was some yearning shit. That was some yearning shit. We got a love triangle going on. Or maybe not. He just goes where he goes, you knows? Let's do it. This will be the final mission of the stream, friends. You knows? Don't worry about that blue pop-up. Sorry, I'm late. Oh, it's Sammy. All right. Andy, Max, and Special Advisor Badger, wasn't it? Who are you? My name's Sammy. I'm a Special Forces Commander. I was supposed to join you earlier, but my last mission ran long. Well, better late than never, right? I'm an infantry and mech unit specialist. My units can seize and secure new bases faster than any other COs. My transport units are top of the line, too. Don't hesitate to deploy me and my troops as you see fit. I'm ready for action. Looking forward to working with you, Sammy. That's the spirit. Oh, I've got some information, too. Where it is that Olaf's forces are marching towards Yellow Comet. Let's go get them. Wait a minute. Who's that? Oh, my God. It's a mystery person. I think we send in Sammy, right? We got the new character. You used the new character. This would probably be the right moment to put up a poll, huh? I'm gonna have to look into getting polls for the stream, but I'm saying we try her out. What do you guys think? Yee doggy. Do I have the command? Let's do it. We ended the last stream learning about a new character. We're gonna end this one. Sammy's debut. I think I've seen those guys before. Do you remember them? Badger? Yes, I remember them. It's been like 2 days. Those look like Green Earth troops. I heard they had independent battalion around. Maybe this is it. They're supposed to be really tough, especially the air units. Outstanding. Badger, Sammy, you both know your stuff. But how did you get this intel, Andy? I will figure it out, and then you can make polls. I ran into them once, and hey, you survived, didn't you? That's pretty impressive, Andy. Even with Badger's help, that's good work. Way to go, kid. All right, let's roll. All right, let's do some intel. Let's learn more about Sammy. Infantry and mech units are superior. Movement range is high for transport units. Increased movement range for infantry and mech units. Their movement cost on all terrain becomes 1. Okay. All right. All right. Well, the first thing I got to do is take these planes out. That's what it looks like it's setting me up for anyway. Take out these helicopters. My bad. I'm still going to play to... Or we can just throw the mission away. I was going to say, I'm still going to play to protect my transport units, or, you know, we just go for it, right? Let's use this medium tank to scout ahead. Didn't get much intel there. I want to start scouting what's over there, but I feel like it's really dangerous to just go for that. I wonder if there's an easier way. Maybe... Okay. And then we can send him forward and see what's going on. We also can't build units on this map. This is another map where we just have who we have, huh? Okay. Since they can move anywhere, I don't want to risk them just getting randomly blown out of the sky. So I think we'll hold this position. Orange Star Army, Andy's troops. This time won't be beaten by Andy and his ilk. Oh, he was Shadow the Hedgehog. I've said this at the end of the last stream. I shall crush them with one stroke. No! No! I needed that! No! My guys! I did lose units. You are correct. Tough. Very tough. I need to take this guy out for sure. But this guy's also a problem. I can only move... I can't fire on that. I wonder what I should do. Putting 60 into that's probably not the worst. And then just going down here and taking this guy out. Oh, a tank. Well, damn. 81, so I can't even fully take it out. Which means he's going to be able to take out my mech. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And if I bring him over here, he can't take out the bomber either. So I guess the move is to just put 60 here. Put 81 into here. Hey, that's pretty good. 2%. Oh, he's got another bomber. These guys can't hit air, so what are they doing here? What are you doing here, buddy? They're not even going to be able to go hit that tank over there. Damn, I wonder what the move is. Oh, I see. Sammy's already paying off there, so she can do exactly what she said she was going to do, which is help me take those buildings faster. This is tough. I'm going to lose my anti-air gun. Damn, Fog of War. Yeah, I should have moved out faster, I guess, and scouted more. Maybe I would have been in a better spot. I should do that now. See if anything's up here. Oh no, he's got guys! Yeah, well, if we weren't... Ugh. If we didn't lose our transport unit last time, we were definitely going to lose it this time. Losing our tanks. It's rough. Goodbye, friend. Oh, you're still holding up? Alright. What was her power again? Just increases the movement of my infantry. I can't position this guy well enough to actually pull anything off. Ah, that's trouble. Oh, wait, okay, you can attack... You can attack other copters, but you can't attack anything else? Well, you can attack that tank. Maybe this wasn't the right character for this mission. That's a good pro tip. Thank you, I appreciate that. I need to not lose my guys, but at this point... Oh, that was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I don't like that. He still hasn't used his double strike either. Once he gets that online, I'm done in rings. This might be a reset, friend. I mean, trap's fine. I actually wanted this to happen. I knew he was there. So instead of fighting him, what I should be trying to do is just go for that, right? Maybe that's the mistake I made. Well, I'm saying maybe. That is the mistake I made last time, was I didn't just go for his main base. This guy's giving me trouble. All right. We're going to lose our... We're going to lose a bunch of stuff here, because he's got his double strike on. Yep. Oh my god. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is the opposite of that. This is exactly the opposite of that. I wish I had more fighters and less helicopters. I will pull no punches. Let's attack twice. Getting a second turn is so strong. This is crazy. We are definitely witnessing the end of something, that's for sure. I'm trying my best out here. I'm going to use this opportunity to see how guarded their main base is. Because I might be able to just go grab it, and then we can figure it out from there. We can knock this guy out of the sky for sure. So I think I'll... but this guy is tougher. This guy can only hit air units. So you know what? I'll take out the bomber. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I was hoping I could guard just a little bit better, but I cannot. Maybe he'll take the bait. Same here, maybe he'll take the bait. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to attack. We're just going for the, screw the rules. I'm gonna go capture your hometown. And if it doesn't work, we'll try again. We'll pick a new character. Oh, well, okay, it just won't work. He'll just have another plane back there. All right, there goes the end of my military career. What an overwhelming defeat. What a beating. They had ghost planes. They had a lot of planes this map. Trap! Oh my god. Get out of here, little tank. They had a lot of units back here, huh? No, I tried to drop him on the water, friends. I tried to drop him on the water, friends. It's over. It's so over. Well, actually, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. If I could have defeated all the bombers. Well, maybe it's not over? Yeah, if I would have put him on the water like I intended to, I would have been able to move over here, but I still have to deal with this helicopter. That's okay, we don't give up. Let's see what we can accomplish. Let's try to pull this guy back. And let's keep this bomber distracted. And let's see if we get lucky and the helicopter is stupid and goes after our tank. My man! He just went for a swim! No! Okay, now it's over. Yeah, now it's done. Oh, well. Let's give it a retry. I yield. If you yield, you lose. Do you really yield? Yes. You have to eliminate the foe's main units before it uses CO power. The bombers are dangerous. I know the bombers. I know all of that. I just didn't know how many bombers he was going to have. All right, Sammy. I don't think you're the run here. But I don't know if I want to use Max either. We'll go for Andy. We haven't put Andy on the map. I was definitely waving the white flag. You were correct. All right. That's okay. We'll give this another shot. Game's getting tough. So let's use this as a learning opportunity. If I'm worried about his bombers, I need to scout the bombers out first and attack them. That's what I need to do. So What's the best way to do that? Is it to use one of these guys? Just to see? Just to get some vision? Get a little bit more vision? I don't like taking that much damage like that though. Yeah, but I have to spot them first, right? They're planes and they move a very far distance, so I have to figure out what's over there, and I don't have any recon units to try to accomplish that. It's not a bad plan by any means, it's just... Yeah, I think... Move to your vision reach in the ground while having forward air units. They need to be forward, but they need to not be so forward that they just die. You know what I'm saying? They can see my planes. Alright. Let's also just move this guy as far up as I can get him. That's not quite the right move. The right move would have been to put him there. I need to start taking some of these bases too, so I can get some of my HP back from these fights, because I can't make units these rounds. Alright, he's gonna talk some shit. Okay. This is rough. I really didn't want that to happen. What a great start. Losing our medium tank is horrendous. Hey, it's alright. We're just out of range of what I wanted to accomplish. That's okay. Alright, that'll definitely help. I just don't know how I'm going to get this guy off the map now. Hmm. I'm gonna pull back just to block this spot so then I can take a hit and then return fire that way. I think that's the move. And then I think I can kind of just leave him in limbo a little bit just to catch something who wants to move into my way. Well, we can move this transport unit up. And we'll probably lose an anti-air gun here. But I think that's okay. Oh, we'll lose, okay. We'll lose our copters too, great. Fantastic. I knew that was happening. That's not a surprise. And this guy's only got one, so we're not worried about him. Okay, so... okay, well... He's gonna get his thing, so we're gonna lose more units. Pretty good. The guy I was gonna use to kill the bombers is going down. Great. Love it. Love it here. Love it here. That was fantastic. Thank you. God, the fog of war, the 2 turns. Yeah, just move them all together. It's starting to look that way. That's crazy, man. It's the 2 turns that are really insane, to be completely honest. But we're going to keep pushing forward. I'm not giving up yet. I was just hoping to position this to actually, you know, get some range on some stuff, but I can't be so lucky. That's good, though. We take that. We can't take this guy off the board. That's tough. Okay. So. Yeah. I guess he did do that, and then he double struck me, right? To be completely honest about what happened. The first time, at least, I tried to position a little bit towards the middle of the map, and he was just like, hey. Yeah, maybe it would be better. I know what you're saying. I was trying to get away from this guy, but there's no way I can get away from this guy. Well, there is a way. I can go down here. Let's get some vision on the map. Just a little bit of vision. Fire at this guy. I think we could take him out. I don't think it's impossible. It's going to be tough, but not impossible. All right. Enjoy. That was rough. I thought I was out of his range, but I clearly wasn't. Okay, now. I guess that's not my favorite thing that I wanted to have happen. 8 damage, so this guy would need to fire here. Let's think about this. This anti-air gun is still in pretty good shape, so we can take care of this fighter. Yeah, we'll take this. We're in a much better position than we were last time, that's for sure. Put some damage on the copter. The bomber's only got 1 on him, so I'm not super worried about him, to be completely honest. He's just going to be pinging me a little bit over and over again. He's basically dead, is the way that I'm looking at it. I want to scout ahead with my tank, but I know how badly it can go. So I think I'll hang out. Okay, we found his tank. Let's get our mech moving in just a little bit. And then we can start thinking about making plays here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we survived that. Again, he's only got 1. I think we're fine. I think we are totally fine. Finally take this guy out. Let's capture some buildings and try to actually start getting some health back on my guys. We can transport him next turn. Put our tank in a building. End. Alright. Another fighter. Another fighter from the distance taking out our helicopter. Jesus Christ. The fun never stops. Good news. We can take him out in return. All right. I'm gonna pass. I hear no movement. I think we're finally clear of most of them. Getting some bases under us. Part of me wants to scout ahead. How much ammo do I have? 6. So it might be smart to set this up for next turn, just to get some ammunition on that guy. We have 2 ways to transport units. So let's end. Awesome. Let's capture. I don't want to just sit here and turtle. Alright, he's going to need an escort. Let's put our artillery out here. Back him up with a tank. Start scouting to see what's over there. Okay, it's looking clear. I'm not gonna let that trick me, but maybe I survived it. Next turn? Maybe he's got nothing? Get a backup guy in there just in case. All right. 1. He's got to have another unit out there, because I figured it would have ended with that unit's destruction, but we got there. Eagle lost again. Damn, Eagle's a piece of work, huh? Yeah, I don't think you're ready for war. You know what? Yeah, this just in. He's not ready for war. Over. Who are you? Name's Sammy. I'm an Orange Star CO. I cannot believe I lost to a group of unseasoned. You're careless. That's why you keep losing. Oh, man. Chad, maybe I'm careless. We're an experienced group of COs here, you know. You need to go back to basic training and start... Damn, quit talking about me like that. Excuse me, Orange Star CO Sammy? Yes? I would like to apologize for my behavior. It was inappropriate. Shh. Enemy ascertained to be unready for war. Over. Roger that. Oh, okay. I vow by my lucky goggles that the next time we meet, I will do better. Now I will take my leave. Farewell. Wait a minute. No one said you could leave. He's gone. He seemed like a pretty decent guy after all. He's got a broken-ass ability. A rank! All right. We did it. We did it, friends. We got 2 whole game overs. Oh, that's rough. That's gotta mean that I still need to better figure out how to play this video game. That's okay, that's what the mission board's for, right? Speaking of, bam! Check mark! Clear mission 8. Dunyan rings. Dunyan rings, everybody. I think once this loads up, I'm gonna save here. We got a new character saying, We're gonna make sure that this this little box here doesn't show up. You know, don't worry about that. And I'm going to, oops, hold on. Oops. Okay. All right. Well, don't worry about that, as I said twice. I think I'm going to cut the part here, and then I'm thinking I'll be back on tomorrow. So Thanks for hanging out with me, and we will have a part 3 sooner rather than later. I learned a lot this time around. I'm gonna keep going forward with the mission board. If you guys want to think of some more missions and message them to me, we can set it up. Things that I can work on to try to get better. I think the pilot's tough. The pilot's a real tough fight. Yeah, appreciate you hanging out. All right, so let's end the part here and see you all next time.